Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a June wrap up for all the pages I colored. This is my coloring journal. This is all the way back in May. This is July. I guess I'll show you guys the plans that I have for July really quick. So I have a couple project books with some friends. We have 50 monster themed minis, Find Your Aesthetic, which I think Swishy said she didn't want to do any this month, which is okay. Matchstick Mouse Floral is another one. I also really want to work on Fairy Chibis and Enchanted Faces. I want to finish these two books this year. I'm also participating in Jenny Colors group that she's doing for a page in Fairy Beauties, I believe the book is called. I also have a few buddies listed for hashtags this month. Matchstick Mouse is still going on with Coloring with Anna. Happy Scavenger, which I don't know if I'll get around to. I'm not sure if I'll do any of these really. I just thought might be fun. There's a couple other hashtags that I saw that I might do, but I'm not really sure. I write them down, but I don't always get to them. And there's Coloring for Summertime by M's Coloring Creations and Color Witches in July by Sam Ways Coloring. And I already did one page this month so far good. So far so good. And let's go back to the stats. For June, I did 14 pages by myself, 26 buddy colors, which is a decent amount, and 2 color alongs for a total of 42 pages, which is probably closer to 40 because I think I double counted the color alongs, but that's all right. So around 40 pages in June. That's a decent amount. Hopefully I can do another good amount in July. I know a lot of people are doing Christmas in July. I'm not sure that I will participate in that. I might do some spooky pages though, who knows. So our first book we have is Kawaii Kingdom in Love. I didn't do a whole lot in here. I still haven't. It's a pretty thick book. Let's see. And we did a buddy with my friend Lexi on Instagram. It's this cute page of 2 bunnies and some carrots. I used my alcohol markers, which I need to get a new set of alcohol markers. You might see that I used a lot of color pencil this month because the alcohol marker set that I have is starting to die. It's not too bad on this page. You can see a little bit in the blue, but the alcohol markers that I have do need to be replaced. Next, we have Afterlife, and I only did one this month, but I didn't show another from May, so we will show that this time. Here's the one from June. It was with Color with Tally on Instagram. You should go check her out. She's really talented. Sorry if you hear that. I live in a noisy apartment, and I have dogs too. But yeah, I did this really cute page. I used gel pen on the flowers and most of it was alcohol marker. I thought it was a cute page. And this is the one that I did in May that I forgot to show you guys. And it was with Miss K 7747. I believe they have, or she has, I don't want to misgender anyone, a YouTube and an Instagram, so you should check her out. But yeah, I did this rainbow theme. I know that probably would have been better served in June, but yeah, that's what I did. Might work in this book some more this month, not completely sure. Here is one of my project books, and Brittany and I did this picture, and she is coloring through it on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a YouTube or not. I'll have to double check on that, but she's really cool and talented. You should check her out. Yeah, we did this page, and I tried to use some highlights. She really inspires me to do highlighting on my pictures because she does such nice pictures. Trying to keep all my pages together. All right, here's another project book with squishy colors. And she only got around to doing one this month, which is fine. Stuff happens. And I know she has a YouTube channel and a Instagram. You should check her out. But this is the buddy that she completed also with me. And this is the other one that we were going to do together, but she didn't get around to it, so she said she would do it this month, which is completely fine. So it'll be posted this month on Instagram. I really like how this one turned out. It's really cute. And then I also did this one with my friend Lexi. I actually did this on TikTok Live, and it was fun to do. Somebody asked me to color the cup blue, otherwise I probably would have colored it tan. But yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I'm fond of this book. I think it's a nice book if you're looking for recommendations. I mean, I like all my coloring books, but yeah. Next, we have 50 Monster Theme Miniatures, another new one by Camila Anjakova. And this is the first one we did with Stephanie Louise Argyle on Instagram. And she asked me if we could do this as a project book, and I said I was down. So you'll probably be seeing another page from this book in July. This wrap up. But yeah, I used alcohol markers and then my glitter gel pens. And I think it turned out nice. The moon, or I don't know if it's supposed to be the moon or the sun, looks a little patchy, but I did use gel pens, so what are you gonna do? All right, next, I did this one with, excuse me, sorry, stomach problems. Low Colors, Lauren on Instagram. Hers turned out super cute if you want to go check that out. This is mine. I like it, but I think I like hers a little better. All right, we have one more. I did this one on my own, and I used a combination of gel pens and alcohol markers. Sorry, my stomach is hurting today. I don't know if you guys can hear me gurgling. Next, we have Fairy Chibis, which I'm really close to finishing. I did quite a few pages this month. First, I did this page by myself, and I wanted to make it rainbow for Pride Month. I like how it turned out. I mean, it smeared a little in places, but what are you gonna do? Next, this was a buddy with Brittany coloring through it on Instagram. She didn't finish hers yet, but that's perfectly fine. I did a lot of highlights on her dress and the wings and the hair. I like how it turned out. I was feeling very inspired by Disney princesses and Bridgerton because I had just watched season 3. Next, we have another buddy color with Lexi. And I really like how this one turned out. Also inspired by Bridgerton. I was thinking Kate vibes when I colored this. I really think the actress who plays Kate is beautiful, so I was kind of inspired by her when I did this picture. Yeah, I guess I just did 3 this month. I thought I did more, but we'll see how many I do in the following month. Next, we have another Camila Anjakova book, 50 Spellbound Woodland Scenes. And I know I'm doing a buddy in this one in July. We did this unicorn one. I don't know why I keep saying we, but hopefully you guys don't mind. Another one with Brittany coloring through it. And I think I used alcohol markers and, no, it was Sharpies. I used Sharpies and gel pen. Next, we have a newer book by Deborah Mueller that I did a few pages in by myself. I didn't do any buddies in this one. This one is my least favorite. I was kind of out of it when I did it, and then the color pencils, like, her skin is just not it. Her eyes got foggy, but the rest of the picture's okay. I like the colors, very hippie-ish, sunshine themed, but her skin, like I said, is not it. Not a fan of that. Next, we did this one, and I think this one turned out super cute. I like the hair, I like the wings. In general, I just like it. Next, I did this one with alcohol markers, and there's a little bit of discoloration there, but happens sometimes when you use alcohol markers. I still like how this one turned out. Sorry if you can hear that. Once again, noisy apartment. I'm not sure what my phone is picking up. Next, we have Matchstick Mouse Summer Coloring Book. And I did this cute one with 5th Scorpio Coloring on Instagram. It's a new person I buddied with. I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm not really a fan of the line there. I probably should have brought the color down maybe on her belly a little bit, but it's okay. I still like it. I like how the highlight looks and stuff. And it was alcohol markers and white gel pen. And I did this one by myself, just for fun. I liked it. I liked the black background on it, so I thought it would be a fun one to do. Kind of witchy for summer, but I guess the fireflies make it more summer themed. Alright, next we have 50 Mythical Miniatures. And I think this one is from May, unless I'm mistaken. Or I think I did this one with as a buddy with my best friend's daughter, but I never posted it. I think it's from May. I'm not sure. But anyway, here's my Pegasus. It was alcohol, markers, and white gel pen. I know this one was in June. It's a buddy with JM from Instagram. I think this one turned out all right. I mean, there's a little bit of smearing here and there, but what are you gonna do? All right, next we have another Deborah Mueller book. And I had fun with this book this month. No buddies. If anyone wants to buddy in Deborah Mueller, any of her books that I have, please let me know. Any books, really. I love buddy coloring. And I did this one last month, and I really like how she turned out. I like her hair and her purpley vibe. I think I colored quite a few pictures with purple last month. This month, too, my first page that I did. I've just been really feeling the purple vibes. Next we did her, and she unfortunately has some skin issues because my alcohol marker was dying. I originally was going to give her a lighter skin tone, but it was so patchy, and then I ended up adding the tan skin tone and it still was patchy. Was not really a fan of how this turned out. Like I said, I used a lot of color pencils just because I really need to buy a new set of alcohol markers. And this one is colored pencil, and I like how it turned out. I used Distress ink on this one and the first one's background, if I didn't mention that. But I think she turned out pretty. All right, next we have 50 Vacation Miniatures. And I think I did this one in the very beginning of the month. Either that or in May. I'm getting my pictures confused. I'm pretty sure it was this month. And I did this one on my own. I thought it was a cute page. Next, we have a buddy with Color by Brandy. She hasn't posted hers yet, but that's perfectly fine. I did this cute koala. I was going to do like a rainbow theme, but then I just decided to do primary colors. Next, we have this cute hippo picture, and it's also a buddy with Brandy. I think it turned out pretty cute. And then the next one, not really. Well, this one's okay. I don't think I marked the one I didn't like. This one's also a JM, and this one's a cute little butterfly one. I did do a fourth one in here, but I really didn't like how it turned out, so I don't think I tabbed it, and I won't show you guys. It just didn't turn out well because my alcohol markers are fading. Next, we have this cute book that I really like. It's a pocket-sized book, Island Cuties by Josh Dunbar, and I did two buddies. This one is with the Coloring Cat Mom, Jen, on Instagram. We did these cute bears, and I decided to keep them all in the yellow tone family. And I just used alcohol markers on it. Next is another buddy with Nika Colors, also on Instagram. And this one is a combination of alcohol markers and gel pens. And I know this one was earlier on in the month. It was before a lot of my alcohol markers were dying. So it looks a little bit better than some of the other pages I did. Next, we have another Deborah Mueller book. And it is Bad Fairies. Sorry if you hear that. My dog is being mischievous in the background. But yeah, I did this one. And she was actually a combination of color pencils and alcohol marker. And I think a little bit of gel pen in there. I really like how she turned out. All right, next I did this one, which is all alcohol marker. Oh, we're sticking. There's a little bit of smear. Oh, I did use some gel pen because I can see the smearing. And it was a buddy with Brian, the Coloring Chef, on Instagram. He's pretty cool. You should check him out. Yeah, I did this two-toned, kind of punky looking fairy girl drinking. This is a fun book too if you're interested in Deborah's coloring books. I like this one a lot. I like most of her books, but that's a fun one. All right, we're getting towards the bottom of the pile. Next, we have another Deborah book, and this is Nature Goddess, and I just did one. And it was with my alcohol markers, and as you can see, like I was saying, I really need to get some new alcohol markers. Most of the skin tone ones I have just like don't work. Same thing with the brown colors. Well, the brown colors could be considered skin tone, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the yellow's also dying. But yeah, it still turned out all right. Not my favorite page, mostly just because my alcohol markers need to be replaced. All right. Next we have a book I really want to work on more, Enchanted Faces. And I did this one on TikTok Live. It is a buddy with Shakira's coloring corner on Instagram. I really like how vibrant the background is. I know you can't really see it super well. Yeah, she turned out really pretty. And I managed to get her skin tone looking even though my markers are dying. And this one is with Felician Art on Instagram. Very talented person. You should check her out. And we did this page. She did a rainbow pride hair, which I kind of was like, I should have did that, but I like the brown hair. And I used gel pen on the eyes and the butterflies. I think there's one more. Yeah, I did this one by myself, and I really like the hair. It's giving me 90s Lisa Frank vibes. Yeah, I liked how this one turned out. All right, we just have one more book and we're done. Next, we have the Deborah Mueller's Miss Positive. It's an older book, but newer to me. Oh, almost showed you one for July. It's okay if you saw a sneak peek of it. All right, I did this one with alcohol markers. Wasn't super a fan of it, just because the yellow and stuff and the blue is faded because my alcohol markers are dying. Also did this one. This is all colored pencils, so it turned out better. I did another one in here, but I don't think I tabbed it. Oh, we will find it. Here it is. This is one of my favorite pages of the month, and it was with Color with Tally. Hers is really cool. She's like a red queen from Alice in Wonderland theme. And this one is all colored pencil. I really like how this one turned out. I like the red hair and the green and the purples. Like I said, I was really feeling purples this month, and maybe in July too. I'm glad that we're ending on this page because it was probably my favorite of the month, one of my top favorites. And I'm realizing now that I forgot one of my books to show you guys, but I will just have to show you next month because I think I'm going to do some buddies in it. Because I remember I did one with my friend Emily and I didn't grab it, but I will show you guys for July. So that's the video. That's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my pages. Comment below or message me on Instagram if you want a buddy color. I'm always down to buddy color. It's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your month. Bye-bye.